hey, did you see my home? If not, then let's decide if Georgia, or more precisely mountains of Georgia, or even more precisely Gudauri, is suitable for my or your new home. Before I will continue, I would like to mention that I made some short list of points that I should discuss with you in this video on my phone. So from time to time I can take a look there. And also, if you see that I'm fighting air, it's not because I am mad, but because there are some flies and mosquitoes. So be ready and know that I'm not crazy. And let's start with seasons. In Gudauri you can have two kinda high seasons. It's summer and winter. In summer you have perfect weather. Right now we are with you in the middle of the cloud and surrounded by lots of flowers. As you can also hear birds. There are cows, horses, donkeys, everything you want. And in winter there is ski resort and lots of opportunities for skiing, snowboarding. So if you are enjoying this kind of free time or relaxation, then it's place perfect for you. And also low seasons, basically spring and fall. In this period you should expect lots of rains and also not the best weather in terms of temperature. Oh, also one more important point. In summer it's a really cool place. There is, for example, right now about 14 degrees in the shadow. But since we are high up in the mountains, sun gives enough heat for you, and you can even from time to time walk in shorts and t-shirt. Next part that we should discuss, which parts of town there is. So you can have Old Gudauri that is located along the road, and also New Gudauri that is about maybe 100 meters higher than the old. I would recommend for you to stay always in New Gudauri, especially in summer. Maybe in winter you can use these ski elevators or cable cars, but in summer all hiking opportunities are starting from New Gudauri. And basically if you are staying in old one, you will need to go up 100 meters, and only after that you can start actually hiking in the new roads. Besides of that, Old Gudauri is located along the road, and this is main road that connects Tbilisi or even Georgia with Russia. And in this case lots of trucks are passing by, and most certainly you will have window looking at the road, so you will breathe in all these smells and you will enjoy all the noise. So there is like no sense to stay in the old part. Better choose a new one, especially since the new one is newer and all apartments are newer, so you will have more chances to stay in good looking apartments. Now let's continue with what to do in summer. And I should say that in summer the most interesting part is hiking. As you can see with these views, with this weather, it's totally enjoyable thing to do. And about hiking opportunities. First of all, if you are coming in June, you have lots of opportunities to touch snow in summer. For example, if you are coming in the first part of June, then snow is located pretty low, and if you are coming maybe after 15th, most probably you will need to go to Sadzele. It's about 600 meters altitude change, but there is also lots of snow. And about Sadzele, there are different opportunities or complexity for hiking there. For example, in summer you can use, or not summer, in July or August, you can use cable car and go up there just on cable car and then just walk down, for example. And if you are coming in June, then you have only to walk there or hike. On Sadzelia, you have better viewpoints around the mountain range. And also, if you are coming there in June, lots of opportunity to make a snowman or, or do any other fun activities that are not expected to do in summer. Besides Sadzelia, also you can go to Friendship Arc. It's located pretty near, and the hike is easy, but there are two ways how you can go there. One way is to go around the road that connects Georgia with Russia, and that goes through the old Gudauri. But I wouldn't recommend it because the road is really narrow. There is no place for pedestrians, and also lots of traffic there. I tried once. Also, there is a tunnel, and I would say it's awful, awful experience. But instead, you can go by the dirt road, and this one is really good. From the road, you will get several viewpoints that give you view over the arch, and if you have with you telephoto lens, you can get pretty interesting shots. Also, there are many places with paragliding, so you can make photos of arch with paragliders. So it's interesting experience. At the arch itself, you can visit cafe downstairs, for example, to drink coffee, tea or hot chocolate. Also, you can buy some food there, but I wouldn't recommend it because basically there is no place to wash your hands. So you can assume that all the food is prepared with dirty hands. So it's only for people who like risk. Besides it, you also can ride a horse there. You can make photos. There are even special people who make photos for you. Some of them are even trying to make photos with a drone. To be honest, I don't see much use in it because basically you can do the same just holding your phone up. Otherwise, it will be too far away and no one will find you in the crowd inside of the arch. Also, you can ride quadricycles, or how they are called in English, I'm not sure. So, another word to be discovered in English. Besides arch, you also can go to Cherdili. This mountain is located just in front of New Gudauri, and just on my left side is Cross, and it's located at the altitude of 2,200 meters. And the peak of Cherdili is located at about 2,600 meters. It's pretty nice hike. There is a clear line of the mountain itself, so I would recommend this hike if you will be here. Besides Cherdili, you can also walk down there. I'm not sure if it's visible on such wide lens, but I will put a video there. There is a tower, and it's also relatively easy hike from New Gudauri. There are even a range of towers around Cherdili mountain, and you can walk around all of them. Some hikes are easier, some hikes are harder, but overall you can hike to all of them. Also, if you are feeling adventurous, you can go past the tower, go down to the valley, and there on this hike you will enjoy two big waterfalls, also lots of flowers and many beautiful views. Also, you will be able to go to a big river. Also, about this hike, you have two opportunities. You can start from your apartment, go down, and at the down point take marshrutka or bus up to the apartments, or you can take a bus, go down, and then hike up. If you are going to hike up, I would say take at least 12 hours because it's pretty big distance, and also altitude change is about 1 kilometer. So be ready for a hard hike. Or if you're going down, it will be much easier. But in this case, you will need to take phone number of drivers that are going from Tbilisi to Gudauri, because otherwise no one will stop and no one will pick you up. So it's better to have a phone that you can call. If you don't speak Russian or Georgian, most probably a driver won't be able to speak English. In this case, I would recommend to take like photos of numbers in the marshrutka, and later on ask your apartment owner to call the driver and make reservation for you. Another activity that you can do in Gudauri is paragliding. There are many points where you can order such services, and views are beautiful. So if you are into that kind of adventures, it's your chance. Besides paragliding, also what you can do is enjoy the views, the flowers, the nature, all animals around you. For example, there are cows, donkeys, and horses. You can make friends with them, you can pet them. With dogs, you can enjoy long hikes, because local dogs actually really enjoy hiking with you. So in this case, I would recommend also to take some snack for dogs in case they will walk with you. And if you will give them food, they will walk with you long hikes. And also, besides of that, some of the dogs are really artistic and they can pose with you on photos or videos. It was a really fun experience when you start making photos and they are starting to pose in the right positions, improving your photos. Also, of course, petting donkeys around here is a pretty great experience. Even in some cases, you can find locals who are riding horses and you can agree with them for some amount of money that they will give you a ride. So also a great experience. Another great thing that you can do here, as you can hear, it's calls. Another great experience is picking up mushrooms. There are many places where mushrooms grow and you can cook your own food. So it's really great, and it's the most clean product that you can find, because there is basically nothing here, only nature. So mushrooms, perfectly clean. Doing picnics. I tried so a small introduction from cows. About picnics, you can do picnics like making fire and making barbecue, or just taking some food that you prepare from home and sitting enjoying the views. I would say both options are great, and nature is perfect for this. Also great opportunity if you are into photography, you can do night photography here. For night photography, I would recommend to take with you flashlight, because basically there is pretty low light pollution, and in this case you need something to see where you are walking here, because in some periods of summer you can find here frogs or hedgehogs, so it's better not to step on them. Also, one more opportunity is using 4x4, for example cars or quadricycles, but it's only if you want people to hate you, because with this you are destroying the nature, you are leaving smell behind you and dust, and all hikers won't tell you thank you for this. And if you decide to do this, I would ask you to follow the roads and not ride on the hills itself, because you are destroying the nature. So it's all covered with flowers, and it's such a time when people are riding here on flowers. Another question that I would like to discuss is opportunity to invest in apartments here. First of all, of course, it's subject for you to decide, but I would recommend to think twice, because there is a price tag on one of the apartments, and it says that for apartment 55 square meters, the cost is $115,000. And you should know that basically most of the year it's empty. You are guaranteed to sell this apartment or rent this apartment for 3 winter months, end of December, January, February, and till middle of March. And that's it. Yeah, most probably you will be able to rent this apartment for about $3,000 per month, but all the other part of the year it just stays empty. And in this case you need to think yourself if it's actually a good investment or not. So now let's discuss if it's actually suitable for long stay or living here, or it's better to come only for summer or winter if you are enjoying skiing. So from negative sides is harsh weather conditions in spring and fall, because you will get lots of snow, pretty cold temperatures. Also, it is expensive in winter, so if you decide to stay here, I would say that one bedroom apartment will cost you around $2,200, $2,500 per month. So if you plan to stay here the whole month period, you should pay a lot of money. There is also nothing nearby. For example, if you are coming in summer, in New Gudauri you have one supermarket and maybe 1 or 2 restaurants, and that's it. There is no pharmacy, no hospital. I am not aware how far you should travel to visit a hospital. So any document related stuff, anything you want to buy, for example, you decided to, I don't know, buy a flash card for your camera. In this case, you need to take a long trip to Tbilisi. Otherwise, there is no place to buy it. Also, I should mention public transport. For example, if you don't have a car, you will need to use buses. Most of the buses are going just when they are fill up and not by time schedule. So in this case, you just coming in, waiting for some time until all people are, or like all seats are taken, and after that you can finally travel home. Maybe only first and last bus is kinda connected to the time, or other most probably will be going only when all seats are taken. Also, the public transport itself is pretty dirty. I have even video where I am traveling with like view in my legs. Here are bags that are lying on the seats, and since people are traveling here for a long period of time, most of people are taking with them lots of food or different other results of their shopping, and in this case there is not much space in the bus itself. Also, of course, if you are into cafes or restaurants, in summer it's not the best place for you, because there is usually 1 or 2 cafes. Yeah, for example, there is Drunk Cherry. It's a good restaurant, maybe a little bit more expensive than restaurants in Tbilisi, but overall it's good, but that's it. If you are coming in winter, there are a lot more opportunities for you to eat outside, but if you will stay here for a long period of time, in fall or spring, I don't think there is working anything at all. So now let's talk about what is actually good here. So I would say fresh air, nature, views are perfect here. For example, if you are not staying in the old part of Gudauri along the road, But in New Gudauri, there is no pollution at all. It's really fresh air. And with such opportunity to stay in the cloud in the middle of the day, I think it's just perfect. Of course, as I mentioned before, access to nature, including donkeys, horses, dogs, you can interact with all of them and get a lot of enjoyment after this interaction. So my camera just died and I decided to continue my speech like this on my phone. So I would like to say one more plus is that basically it's perfect summer here in Gudauri. Here you can get cheap accommodation. I would say you could expect one bedroom apartment that will cost about maybe $400 per month. Also perfect nature, perfect weather, and I would say if I would live in Georgia, I would actually consider staying in summer in Gudauri because it's a really good place. And so just to make a summary for this video, maybe Gudauri isn't perfect home for me because of fall and spring and pretty distant location from everything that you may need during your life. But it actually perfect summer stay and perfect place to spend your summer. So that's the result. See you in the next video and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button.